Here, about to play Arcade Spirits. This is the next game in the bundle for racial justice and equality that I purchased back in June from itch.io, which is a game development website. As some of you may know from watching my streams, I am trying to play through or talk about or at least examine like all 1,700 items in this bundle. I'm currently nearing the end of page 1, so I am nearing either looking at or streaming 30 games, or 30 items, and many of them were games. So I didn't even test this one. Let's see how it goes. It's apparently a romantic narrative experience. So here we go. Alright, looks like I'm going to start. I may end up moving where my face is on here. Ooh, matrixy. Okay, database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. And I can look at history, autosave, history. What happens when I do that? Dialogue history. I can save. Okay, I can return. Not sure what auto means. Okay, new profile. Lower middle class. Bleak employment category. And my emotional health rating is low. Oh dear. I'm an ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Nope, I don't have any money. It's re-requested. Proceed. Nope. Pretty please. Nope. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services for my profile. Uh-oh. Justification. Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh, there I am. I have a name. Can I change my name? I can, but I will still be this person. Okay, my hair color. But I will go ahead and I'm gonna be blue. I'm gonna do blue. I'm gonna do hairstyle because I can. Medium. Ooh, feeling that. Skin tone. Do I want to be darker? Do I want to be lighter? Do I want to be that? What do I want to be? I'm going to be that color. I am a she. Yeah, done editing. Alright. Is this correct? I'm Ericator. Pronoun she. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Alright. Premium level assistance for me has been activated for the sake of her hopes and dreams. Alright, let's take a look at what's going on. It's a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game titles are used under nominative fair use and should not be considered blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Winners don't use drugs. This is pretty old. Fiction Factory Games. Alright. Okay, putting my quarter in. Like the graphics. It is the year 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Music's pretty cool too. Woe be to the human race plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister, I don't know. Robots maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? No, sorry, the future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro-gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, shoe salesperson, and lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing, trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold my quaint little apartment. Can't complain really, it's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbing's been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. Now that is a good roommate. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least I was before today.
You got fired from another job?
Uh-oh. I got fired from another job. Who's Juniper? Is that my roommate?
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
Cool, there's voice acting too. The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend Juniper. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like, today.
I don't get why you weren't more upset about this. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Okay, what I'd like to say about the voice acting is the music is not quite mixed right with the voice acting. The music is a little loud compared to the voice acting. Not a big deal, but I'm like, pool's closed, Juniper, not much I can do about that. Why get upset? And then she stops talking? Okay, alright. Okay, so I actually enjoyed that job. And then I'm not the complaining sort. Things fall apart, the center does not hold. And she's like, that's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Okay, whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make the rent, right? And then wrong, I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
Okay, so sometimes she voice acts and sometimes she doesn't.
So we could try to find happiness, right?
Ooh, we left town so we could try to find happiness.
Want us to be happy.
And I'm like, I thought you hated your job.
On.
Alright. Ooh, look at her. She just got... My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and then she's like, your dream job. Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
Okay, I think I've got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced it to me. And then, wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs, one with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, right? So here I am, I'm in bed. I installed the app, couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying, I mean it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life too. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled, nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. So off I go to sleep. Eight hours of sleep. And once morning leaks in through the cracks in the blinds, I don't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download the app, find your dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Give the weird little app a shot. Alright, let's see what happens. Whoa! Hello, Iris. So, anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh? Okay, so it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, you know, not actually magical realism here, very normal and distant future year 20XX. Okay, so thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. And this is the ad-supported free version sponsored by Pizza Yums. And there is, by the way, some voice acting going on right now. Let me see if I can like lower the music volume.
Hey, listen.
And that's at the top.
Hey, listen.
I mean, I did lower the... Alright. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? Wow, would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts? No, thank you.
For subscribing to Pizza Facts.
And I subscribed anyway. Okay.
I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Let me see if I can make that louder. There is voice acting. Let me go back to the preps and lower the music. Hear the sound we're going to lower. Music we're going to lower. Let's see if that works. So I'm just like, are you a wish-granting genie? So, well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database-searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. So I glance up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
Okay, that was better. I could hear better. That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure, why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it'd work just as well. And then, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life, all thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. So between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Ooh. Sure, give me the sales pitch. Okay, so it's a tutorial. So every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. So this allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice, which actually does exist currently. There are apps that can tell if you are, like, for instance, from a mental health standpoint, there are apps apparently that can tell if you're getting manic by listening to your voice patterns. So that's interesting. So I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to people: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. So basically, it's going to go through all these. So steady, I'm just going to read that. Sincere, honest, and logical. Kindly, compassionate, and empathetic, and gentle. Gutsy, go with your gut. Brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. And then lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. So over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you. Okay. So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
Nope.
So she's like, no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally. You know, just be you. So now let's see my patent pending identity identifier. System in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi, jokes. I'm dad. Okay, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. Okay, do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it as a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. Hide the indicators. What will be, will be. Okay. Anyway, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now.
Good work.
Okay. Oh, and there's no tooltips, of course. So this is joke that I don't know what some of these are. Okay. Off to a great start. And hang on, you're scoring me. Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I got to gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or chivos, as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores. Wonderful. So will you also be telling me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies? Or do I need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making in my daily life? So Iris is like, you're looking at this the wrong way. Okay, so basically don't provoke people. If you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. And you can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And that's everything. And how is that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Ooh, you can talk to ghosts. Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost.
No,
That's the rule.
silly. I mean your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Awesome, Iris. So sometimes there's voice acting and sometimes there isn't. Okay. Workplace dating is bad. Okay. Let's stay focused. I'm just not interested in romance, Iris. If I meet anyone nice. Sure. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super, and remember the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Okay, so let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha, I knew it! This is some kind of scam. I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ
File
donor.
command or file name?
I'm being sarcastic. Okay, I won't share your information with any third parties.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
All right, so I'm letting her analyze my social media.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I have an interview already. So I need to go put on better clothes. I have an interview. Okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on. Tut tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Well, this is happening, but I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could... I might as well go get dressed and go to the interview. So, I am still convinced that I'm about to get scammed, huh? Okay, so basically, I'm gonna follow this, but I don't believe in the app. What the hell? Let's do this. Juniper's right, I need to get my life in gear, so what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay. So basically, I might as well try to find a job now because I'm going to have to anyway. Alright. And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Alright. Just looking at the graphics here. Cool, cool. Not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XX, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds,
Hey, listen.
Alright, Iris is talking to me. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job.
99.97%.
All right. Let's check it out. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold. And sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1908X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. That actually happened, of course, as everyone may know, at E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600. That did happen. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it only to come up short. Alright, so I'm kind of confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Alright. Satisfying but short-lived. Alright, so basically I'm like, this arcade looks low rent. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, ooh, there I am. 15 years. Huh, I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them.
My sources say yes.
Okay. Warm and personable front of a database area that's currently laser targeted on getting you. Okay. Oh, I have a family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, subtle, because things rarely work out. Interesting. So, definitely a lot of narrative, a lot of dialogue with me and Iris. Alright. Basically, I'm just like, I need to try. Things always sucked. Ooh, I'm in this cool arcade. Okay. I actually recognize most of these games. Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it. Looks of it, like really old.
My sources say yes.
Okay. So, Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat 'em up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. Okay. So I suck at those two genres. And there's an old lady. Alright, talking. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket price redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex. Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
You've been in business for... Okay, so I'm going to choose stuff. Alright, so I'm talking to this lady about... Ooh, the arcade's been around since 1907X, back when the games were in black and white and pinball was all the rage. Oh, how times change. So I'm talking to her about getting a job.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Aw, I'm sorry your husband died.
No, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Oh, fascinating. Alright, I'm about to get an interview. Alright. All right, I'm about to get an interview. Curious if I click here. Okay. All right, there's another employee named Gavin that we just learned about. So I feel confident that I can nail this interview. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. And considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why. But I'm confident, prepared, and ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Okay.
If you were a dinosaur,
What dinosaur would you be? All right, I guess that this isn't a typical interview. Let's go with the flow. I'm going to say a pterodactyl soaring through the sky. Or a brontosaurus. I'm going to say a brontosaurus. Oh dear. Well, she's being a little... Indeed, and nothing says self-starting go-getter looking for a dynamic job position quite like a 16-ton slow-moving lump of meat. Maybe I should have gone with raptor. Everybody likes raptors.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite?
When you have pizza on a bagel,
So, well, of course. Tacos are my favorite snack. I just need to... I can see you're a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it, said Francine. This is an odd interview.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to be honest. I'm not going to say I'd get eaten on day 1. I'm going to say engineering. I'm essentially MacGyver. And she's like, good, we'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded. All right.
Why are you here? You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it?
Why
No
am I
doubt
here?
You think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too.
All right.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But
Uh-oh.
that's
So if all I
all
want
in
is a
your
paycheck.
position. That's
Last
all
guy didn't
I
last
wanted.
long, huh?
So I asked you.
I need to think this through. It's a funplex, a plex of fun, and I like fun. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. The people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your funplex. And that perks her attention. All right. So weird job interview. All right, she's going to introduce me to my duties, and it only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. So let's see what she shows me. All right. Turn to game. Thanks, Iris. Alright, sorry, I had some beeps on my phone. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying, previously a stool behind the prize desk.
How marvelous.
So I'm gonna sit there behind the prize desk, okay. Alright. Why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? He was so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Such a shame.
He just wasn't cut out for this line of work, grandson or no. I have no patience for such nonsense. All right. All this talking's tired me out. Some will be in the back office if you need me. All right, so here I am behind there. Okay, then I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. Could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Any minute now. Guess I'm waiting. Uh-oh. I've been sitting here for 2 hours and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funflex shot glass, or a colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Okay. Nope, just walking right on by me, his head buried and reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Basically... He's a snappy dresser. Seems a cool dude. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Cool dude. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Pleased to meet you. I'm Ari.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. So she's explained the job, dude. She said Gavin would handle the stuff. I guess
that would be me.
Gavin. Hi,
I'm
Gavin.
Cooper. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes. Seriously?
So I'm going to attend to the floor. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two, one to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. Basically, talking to me about my job and about my customer service skills, and some other people that work here. Do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? Relax, I got this. Stress feeds me, makes me strong.
Doubtful. If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
Fantastic.
I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems. I take it Francine told you her theory, that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade.
All right.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job.
I don't know. You're
Everybody
pretty cute.
working
I
here
don't care what you're saying.
Wants to work here. This is where they belong.
For one reason or another, I belong here.
Me? I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives.
All right, Gavin.
Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, and you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our Mary?
All right, I'm a solid worker.
Thank you.
All right. So he's gonna prepare my paperwork. Naomi could use a hand in the workshop, a good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Okay. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, the crane game, to use layman's terms. Okay. Okay, so Gavin's gonna go crunch some numbers. Gavin's fine. Naomi. Okay. Let's meet Naomi. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube style monitor. So she's making stuff, poor ventilation. Oh, hello. Hi, Naomi.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
I do know it's for employees only.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
So I'm the new floor attendant.
Oh! Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
All right, so her phone is on a nearby workbench. I want to hug her because she is super cute. I was a social outcast once. Still, beyond my weird libido, mostly I notice how much she's smiling as she welds that little thing onto the bigger thing. She's just so happy and at peace, and I can appreciate that joy in one's nerdy passions.
I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
So, I don't know what I wish there were tooltips here, because I don't remember what this is. The scale. Strange things with numbers.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Okay, so she dropped a monitor.
Oh, well. Let me explain.
Okay, I'm starting to get bored. Basically, Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. So she just did a job well done. She has genuine joy from doing
So
that. That's
beautiful.
awesome. Alright. The strip across the top of the game title. So this is going to teach me about arcade games, which is cool. I mean, so you're a resident game historian. It's not about nostalgia, it's about appreciating the work that went into it, the craftsmanship, the multidisciplinary effort just to make a game what it is. Graphic design, electronics, music, programming, even carpentry. Games deserve our respect, and as long as someone like me with a deep love for games is on duty, they shall not fail. Even if Gavin's still around. What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. What's wrong with
Ugh.
Gavin? All he cares about is money. Uh-oh, he's gonna ruin the Funplex. Huh. Yeah, I shouldn't get involved between Naomi and Gavin's issues. Don't rock the boat. Clear the air and find out more. I'm gonna let her keep talking. I just get so mad thinking up about what evil money-minded schemes he's probably cooking up.
No.
So she's not gonna get worked up. Plus, it's not right of me to dump all this workplace gossip right in the head of the newbie. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna... Basically, I'm helping her make fix up games.
Yeah.
So I helped her out. Yay!
When you have pizza on a bagel,
So now I'm asking her about a restaurant. Alright, she's gonna go get me a box lunch. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things. And then she's giving me her lunch. So she's like, she can get food from the vending machine or go to the whole story. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway.
See ya.
And she's like, whatever. So she reminds me of some of the friends I made back in school. We'll get along fine. So I'm thinking about her. So I'm gonna go eat my lunch. I'm gonna go look at this. Oh, and Gavin likes me, and what's her name? Naomi likes me. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save. I don't know what O save is. Save. I'm gonna save. I mean, I'm still in the first Yeah, I'm not sure how long it is. All right, so I'm just looking at this stuff. Oh, cool. That's the whole game, like in a. That's cool. I like how it does this, like that you can read the all the dialogue. Um, so just off the top of my head, these graphics are good. The interface is great. It's very easy to figure out. I like the music. I like the voice acting. I mean, so here's the deal. I do Arcade Spirits. This seems like a decent narrative to go through. I'm just not very interested in it. I may go back to it and see what the rest of the story is without streaming, just because then I can click through it pretty quickly and see what's going on. Um, so I don't know if you're into a story about relationships and about interacting with people while working in an arcade, apparently, then this seems like it would be a great game for you. Um, I personally may not play it again, but it's certainly not a bad game. I like the pieces of it. I'm just not terribly interested in the story. So I will end the stream here and see what the next game is about. All right. Bye bye.